to be making the review video for Chapter 11, Section 8, review video for Chapter 11, Section 8. So the learning target for today is to select an appropriate display for a set of data. In other words, we're going from the raw data in the data table, and we're analyzing which graphing system we should use to have it look the best or convey the best information. So farms, select an appropriate type of display to show the acreage of farms in May. Justify your answer. Well, as I look at this, I can see, first of all, it's written in percentages. And I want to do a little checking here. I want to add those percentages up. I'm going to do that on my calculator. And that does come out to be 100%. So since it is in percent and it does come out to be a total, I believe the circle graph would be the best way to display the data. I'm going to look and I'm going to say, well, I should take this times 360 to see exactly the angle, and I would take this times 360 to determine the angle for the next section, and take this times 360 because it's the total number of degrees in a circle, to determine the angle there, and then 360 times 2.5% to get the percentage there. But I'm just going to do a quick sketch here. About 46%, so just slightly less than half for this first area for 1 acre to 99 acres, just slightly less than half. I'm going to graph then the other portion, which is just 43%, which again is just a little bit under half. So I'm going to go about right like here, maybe just a little smaller it should be. Probably there would be closer. And I'm going to say that that percentage is for 100 acres to 499 acres. 6% would be a little bit less than that. And finally, probably should be more than that. It would be about here. And the last percentage, 2.5%, would be a small little sliver right here in the middle for the 2.5%. But just a quick sketch to give you an idea what it would look like. Next one says television. Select an appropriate type of display to show your favorite types of television programs. And I've got the answers either A, B, C, or D. As I look at this, again, it's in percent. I need to add these up to see if they do add up to be 100%. 6 plus 8 would be 14. Plus 54 would be 68. Plus 22 would be 80. 90 plus 10 would be 100, so it is 100%. Again, so I would do a circle graph. I would find the proportions or the amount of degrees in each portion or each section by multiplying by 365 degrees, and then I would draw the graph. On this one, it looks like on this one I not only have to select the appropriate display, but then construct the display. I'm going to look at this and I'm going to make a bar graph, and the bar graph is going to have, let me think, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17 entries for my math, 5, 6, 7, 8 for history, 12 for science, 7 for English, and 6 for other. So I'm going to start with my graph here. I'm going to go across like that. Let me move that a little bit to get a little more space to work. And I'm going to probably count by 5s going up here. Would be 5, 10, 15, and 20 is high enough. So the first area would be math, would be about 17. So almost halfway here. So this would be for math. And my value is 17. For history, would be not quite to the 10 mark, but it would be close. And that would be for history. And that would be a value of 8. And for science would be 12, so all the way up to about right there would be for science. And that has an entry of 12. English has 7, so just slightly there would be for English. And the last one would be 6, others. Would be 6, and this would be 7. So that would make the bar graph for my or my bar graph for this data. Select an appropriate display to show students' favorite hobbies. As I look at this, since these are definite sections, again, I'm going to do a bar graph, and that's what I would make for that, and you saw the process on the last one. All right, in summary here, which graph shows the information in the best way? A bar graph shows the number of items in specific categories. That's what we just did a couple ago. Whisker, our box and whisker plots shows the measures of variation for a set of data. So it shows the mean, the mode, the upper quadrant, the lower quadrant, the range for each of those. Circle graph, compare data to the whole because it's a whole 100%. A histogram shows the frequency of data divided into equal intervals, so it's over time intervals. Line graph shows change the best. A line plot shows how many times each number occurs in the data. A stem and leaf lists all the individual numerical and data in a condensed form. And a Venn diagram shows how elements among sets of data are related. In other words, where they overlap.